defense. Oh, you want to come onto the point? I'm going to blast you in the face with shotguns. We'll see how that goes for you. I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah, I was also saying, like, if they're on defense and they have a gut feeling or that they think that the other team is going to run a Pharah, defensive Widow against Pharah can be really good, at least of making them switch.
Yeah.
But then you're stuck on a Widow, so this makes a lot more sense. That's the defense we're going to see. I think where the meta has truly stabilized is this is the tank line. This is it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Orisa Sigma almost 100% of the time, unless someone wants to come out with a Ryan Zarya, Lucio, and just try to steamroll the team.
This is, I mean, you can see it now. Peek for info behind a shield that you don't really need to worry about losing. Oh, big opening though. Straight in smash. He almost just got blown up, but the rest of the team, they took so much damage. Eileen is sitting, he's nearly already got his ultimate. He's at 55, but that's crazy. That's one encounter.
I mean, that's what Doomfist is so good at. Get in, get out, and see you later.
That was sick. And now they're going to try and do the same thing again. And, well, rinse and repeat. Hello, I'm out.
I'm out with 350 health.
And he's got 84% and counting. Oh, I like it, though. Sim. We did see the Sim TP there. That's going to put the Hunters onto the point. This is going to be Happy's wheelhouse. He's going to want to get up close and personal. Already a tick of permanent progress picked up, though, for the Hunters. And the charge just trying to delay, but there it is, the opening that Happy was looking for. He finds Yveltal, removes him from the picture. Keo with the Coalescence is just beaming away, as well as YXL on the point, trying to remove these shields, trying to crank up the damage, and it is working in the end. Eileen and Happy gone.
Oh, finally some huge value from Hotba. Does get a couple onto the point, and that might just save it for Guangzhou.
Unbelievable. Unreal. And of course it's Hotba, Hex. Of course it's Hotba.
Jack of all trades.
Exactly. He's
master
always
of
been
most.
The guy. He's always been the guy. Oh, you need me to play Diva? I'll be an amazing Diva. I need all the ultimates. And
you want me to play damage? I got damage in my pocket.
Do that too. Hotba is sick.
It's really interesting because it's a great strategy for Chengdu to get onto the point. Teleport onto the point completely works. That's probably why they were playing so aggressively with Eileen early on to deny it. But that problem is, you all get on this point, and Gravitic Flux just kills him.
Well, there it is once again. Sim waiting for the engage from the charge, and they just TP right onto the point. No problems there. Jinmu kicks it off with a kill on Rio, so they're already down a tank on the side of the charge. But Eileen can turn it around. This is what the Fist is capable of. You can get the kills just like that. YXL, though, still showing some fight, and that might be the difference maker, and they will find the first point here. The Hunters, 1 point on the board out of, 2 possible on offense.
And an entire bank of ultimates for Chengdu to be able to try to take this second point. They've got everything they could possibly want to work with. And here it is. The Sim Nightmare gets so charged up on a shield. They got an early kill, and then you're kind of just one-touching people.
Oh, there you go. Sim wall there just to split that point in half. Make life a little bit more difficult here for the charge. Eileen, he's gone, but you have the sound barrier used here by the charge, and they are sticking with it. All the ults getting thrown in here by the Hunters. They need a bit more value, and they are going to find it. 2 quick kills there. Happy soon to follow. He's barely survives, but that leaves Rio vulnerable, and they're dropping one after the other here on the side of the charge. 2 ticks picked up here for the charge. Or no, rather for the Hunters. Yeah, they get the 2 ticks. It stopped right at the edge.
This one should be theirs, and it will be just that. Symmetra, Symmetra, we're going to see her a lot on especially assault maps. She's always had kind of a niche role on assault maps just to get us onto the first point. Because a lot of these assault maps are designed that it's very difficult to even get to first point. You think of a map like Hanamura, the old teleporter strategy, just go right in there, and then you're putting turrets around, and if you don't shoot those turrets, they will wreak havoc on your team, slowing and damage. Chengdu had a strat, that's why they picked this map. We will see what the charge have on Lunar Colony when we return.
Coca-Cola is the official refreshment of the Overwatch League.
this is looking like a different Hunters than we saw in Eichenwald. Keep in mind, the Hunters, they got to pick Eichenwald, and they got rolled by the charge. Here on Lunar Colony, though, we're seeing a different quality of this team. Turns out that they can win on offense.
Well, that's why it was very curious when they picked them, because Guangzhou is previously unbeaten on Horizon Lunar Colony, but then you obviously see the set strat. And I think of all the maps that Symmetra's good on, you will almost always see her on assault maps, because if you can get in there early, which the teleporter allows you to do, you can set up a point. Sometimes if the defense is holding at a choke, you just bypass it. Or if they're holding high ground, such as Lunar Colony, you're like, okay, well, we'll just go to the point, and by the time you get here, my turrets are going to slow you down. And turrets are, they're weak, right? They get one shot by everything.
Sure.
But that's a shot that's going to something that's not a player. Like, their value is really pretty high. Also, they slow down those ultra-mobile heroes, which is the most annoying thing on the planet. You put a clump of them together also, and they will just dominate squishies. So we talk about Symmetra's keeping the teleporter and the beam. Let's not forget that those turrets can play a big impact, especially on assault maps. Well, that's not how you want to start out.
Nah, that's, I mean, tit for tat, I guess, is kind of how the Hunters started out on offense as well.
You know what's interesting? Is, sorry to cut you off.
Go for it.
Amon is thought of as like the Hammond player in the game.
Yeah.
Rio is really, really close up there with Amon as far as stat-wise goes, kill percentage goes, everything. So they're almost 1A and 1B, even though we always think of Hammond and Wrecking Ball as Amon. Rio's got a good one.
Yeah. Kind of need it. Oh, a little bit of paint damage there. Gonna be able to sneak on by with that D-Matrix to hide in. And so Hanfa doing the best he can to ferry his teammates onto that point. They don't go for the cheese strat on the side of the charge. They're kind of going for an older one. And now you're gonna get multiple barriers that you're gonna have to deal with, and this is setting it up. Oh, Eileen diving right through though. Didn't expect him to find the kill on Youngjo Long, but that is gonna force the res, and that leaves Rio vulnerable. Potential pick gonna happen, but it took too long. Eileen a bit sloppy there. Not as clean as could be.
They're getting a couple, though. This one's not over yet. 3 alive for the defense, while there's still 5 alive on the point. And with Eviltall falling, I think that's just about all she wrote. Unless Jinmu gets anything off, Happy comes back just in the nick of time. Will deny that one.
Yeah, there's no chance there for Elza. Instant death and the squeak of victory there for Rio. That's the first point picked up for the charge, and they're going to have a decent time bank to work with. Hunters finished their offense with 355. 5:15 in the bank right now for charge, so we'll see if they can do it in 2 minutes time.
Not quite as clean of a fight as the Chengdu Hunters had on their offense, thus less ultimates to work with for the Guangzhou offense here. No Symmetra ultimate to be sure. Speaking of Symmetra, Yangzhou Long will switch over to that hero after toying with the idea of playing Sombra. May have just been to get back to the point.
Yeah. Save though. This is just Jinmu. This is pretty much what he's going to be doing all game long. Now he's in position for a tire if he wants. Yep, tire's going to go in. Going to throw it right over the top perhaps. Trying to beam it down. He's trying to hide it. Clever play coming in here from Jinmu. This is drawing a lot of attention to it, and he will find value. Gets the kill on Rio despite it all here. Frustrating moment there for Shu. Just couldn't quite get that pick to keep his tank alive.
He tried so hard to get it in there. Happy's in a world of trouble. Gets all the healing that he needs. Seems like Guangzhou still wants to fight this. No, they're backing around the corner. Trades will come out, but that always favors the defense on assaults. They're going to have to back up and regroup, see if any changes come through for the offense of Guangzhou. Jinmu on, well, he was on a McCree for a second. There's a lot of late switches that come out on defense. Just be like, well, we need a single kill. McCree's good at that. Jinmu now goes over to the Doomfist.
Exactly, and we've seen what his Doomfist is capable of. So, can he find somebody to paste against the wall? That's the question. Elsa's got the Flux online as well. If they decide to push through as a group, they're going to get brought up. Chara does get the sound barrier off in time, though, so that's going to mitigate some of the damage getting thrown at his team. Right on the point, big damage right onto Yangzhou Long. No way for him to dodge. He was a goner, and he takes it, but Jinmu is here to try and turn it around. Oh, now he's just getting coalesced. This is just BB boys all over the place now. Just pure damage. It cuts through shields. Eileen looking to turn it here. Needs to find some kills with the help of Rio. There's still 4 alive, though, for the Hunters, and they're on defense. They're going to get back on this point all the quicker.
Got a couple early, but now the longer this takes, the worse it is for the offense. Eileen's there!
Oh,
nice teleporter, bro.
Yeah, YXL gets the barrier up. See if they can take advantage of this, and yep, nowhere for Rio to hide. He gets run over. Jinmu's here. The Lantern's gone. Happy going for the Blossom, and now going for the shot. He's point blank, trying to find a kill.
Takes too long. You got to be cleaner than that on your offense if you want to be able to take it. And now, more than a minute less in the offensive bank. clutch shield there from Symmetra. Cuts the whole map in half, no matter where you put it. Extends infinitely. Defense in a great spot here. Not a whole lot to work with. However, Charge are getting there. This should open it up.
Now self-destruct is in. YXL picks, 2 quick kills coming in here for the Charge. Keo doing the best he can, and he's just going to get the boost off because he was a dead man anyway. Now it's on the heroics here for the Hunters. Somebody needs to survive, keep this fight going here for their team.
Fine. They got 2 kills, and now Jinmu isolates Shu. There's a couple on the point. Eileen's doing his darndest to get kills. He got 2 openers, but it's not going to be enough. Again, not clean enough for Guangzhou, as it's simply taking too long to get some of these kills. Jinmu got a little far out there. So that's a super small window, almost an imperceptible window when you're talking about assault maps. Hatba goes to the Zarya. This may be to protect his team from Jinmu. If they can call they're getting isolated, you can bubble them and try to save them. It also allows you to just try to push in onto an opposing Orisa.
Exactly. Oh, halts, coalescences, beams. There's the just everything getting thrown in, and it's the Charge once again. But we've seen this before. 3 quick kills for them, but this time it's looking a bit better. It looks like they're actually going to get it done. 2 ticks of permanent progress, and it's looking like a 3rd as well. Can anybody make it out here in time? YXL's going to be able to get on the point to contest. Elsa's here with the Hammond as well. And Elsa, I mean, you're the last hope here. You need to buy all the time possible for your team because they're not going to make it. A minute 13 on the clock. All that they have left.
Eileen played Doomfist before he was ever popular in the Western scene. He was one of the pioneering players on that hero before he was any good at all. Eileen always believed in the power of the fist, and you can see why. He opened up 2 or maybe 3 fights by killing the Symmetra on the other team.
14 final blows for Eileen, mirrored by Jinmu on the other side. Let's see who pulls ahead here right after this. Back into the action we go here, Hex. Because the Hunters have more time in the bank, they will be starting on defense for the 2nd round. It's going to be the Charge once again on offense. They've only got a minute 13 on the clock here to get some progress on this first point.
If this is the offense they run, I think the entire plan with a single minute on the clock is to Eileen to get EMP. I think that's what you're playing for, that's what you're hoping for.
Or you can have YXL just there to pop ahead.
It's going to slow you down a little bit.
I like it. Widow on defense here on Lunar. Got that high ground.
Super long sight lines as well. Nothing's gonna, getting damage boosted just sitting behind a shield. It's the dream.
Let's see. Fully charged up. Ooh, even gets baited, but there you go. Finds the first one. That went about as good as it could have for the Hunters, or for the Charge, just because, Rio takes the shot. But
yeah, if you're gonna lose, you pretty much aren't gonna get one fight here. If you're gonna lose a fight, you want to lose it like that. Just regroup, but that means like they're gonna have 0 charge here.
So big.
That's not ideal.
So big. There's the Chaos Charge coming in. They're trying to throw people out of position here on the Hunters so that their DPS can play off of that. Eileen still looking for a kill here, and yep, making his way into the back line, right into the thick of things. But they've got a single tick already here for the Charge. Now they just need to win out the fight, but Eileen got cut off from the rest of his team, and Chara dead again. How many times is this guy gonna go down? You've lost Elsa, but there's still 5 alive here for the Hunters on the defense.
Well, they gotta get back in. They're unable to even put a body on the point. Shu and Happy were off on their own expedition, not sure what they were looking for. They did, and eventually, I think, get the Sigma. But I mean, like, you just got to give that round almost entirely to Yang Zhaolong. Hit every shot he needed.
Yeah, he hit every shot. There's the value that you can get out of a Widow.
It's very difficult with the composition they were trying to run, which is just to kind of push the points, get everybody in there, let Eileen do the flanking, let me boost Happy in there, let's get everybody and fight. I mean, it's really hard to do that without your Lucio. Even though Lucio is not as fast as he used to be.
That's why you're running the sim. It's either you're getting the Lucio boost, you're getting the D.Va there to get you through with D-Matrix, or you're going for the sim teleport straight on. Just dodge all of that and get onto the point. saw the Hunters use that to great effect.
Well,
in the first round of offense.
Well, the very popular meta when this map first came out was the Slambulance. You just ran 4 tanks, and then you ran a Lucio and a Moira. He's like, we're going to get on the point as quickly as possible, and then come fight us.
That's it, that's it. Back to those days where it was the Rat Widow.
Yeah, you can't really slow push on assault maps with a minute left. But good kills by Yang Zhou Long. Hits the shots he has to. That's all you need. That's all you can ask for, Widow.
Well, let's see.
All right.
We were wondering what he was going to play. Now we're going to get some Ashe. Don't get to see very much Ashe play. She did get a buff on her reload time with this new patch.
I'm worried about this.
A little bit more effective.
I'm worried about this for a single reason. It's because I play Ashe on this point, and it never works. But I'm terrible.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm
you're
not.
talking about happy aim.
I'm not happy.
You're talking about happy aim, right? Let's see.
So you're playing Ashe over the Widow to try to get the ultimate up and to use Dynamite and get area of effect damage. Also has an escape in case you get jumped on. But Guangzhou should know that the strategy is to get this teleporter.
It is. Oh, potential. Nice attempt for the free fire there. But it still finds the first kill. That's a lot of healing gone now for the Hunters. Still have Yveltal here, but this is going to set it up. Eileen just throws himself in the mix. Hoppa is here with a kill of his own. Drops his counterpart on the other side. And the charge looking so good here on the defense. A different strategy, a different approach, and it works perfectly.
Nice rotation there by Happy just to find some spot that's not covered by shields. He is able to peek in there. Also, I mean, the Dynamite's good to toss over a shield, especially if you're going to play high ground. And this is a response to Chengdu wanting to play the low ground, wanting to get on the point, and just chucking Dynamite in.
That was so cool of like the preemptive. Oh, I think this is where the TP's going up. Dynamite, you know, like preemptive plays, not quite there. Still, inspired play coming in from Happy. That's exactly what we expect to see from a superstar of his caliber. And now, all about the follow-up, and they've changed up the angle now for the Hunters. You're going to get a fist to the face, though, and Eileen barely survives. You lose Happy to Jinmu, though. He's going to throw a wrench in things. There is the potential for a res. Can Chara get in there? That'd be a bold move, and it's not looking like it's going to happen. Instead, it's just keep the rest of the team alive and hope that you can win out the fight. You lost YXL on the side of the Hunters, and now Yveltal goes down as well. Hotba once again coming up with the big kills here for his team.
Eileen has been getting good trades, too, for his squad. There's still support ultimates to use if they deem them necessary.
Oh, there it is. The Flux is in. Catch him, looking for the follow-up, looking for the damage. Oh, the Coalescence is there, though, keeping him up. But I'm on too much damage for him to handle. Might get the pick on Jinmu, too. Yep, Hotba hunting him down.
They lost Eileen, but Happy is now in the mix. He's looking for the cleanup. They bring Eileen back to life. The charge defense looking very strong. They did lose Shu, but they should have time to maybe get Anna back in this mix. And we might just see Bob. 90 seconds remains, and Guangzhou, with a lackluster offense, is coming back hard on the defense. But now we've got a tire, and we've got the wall.
Yep, there's the wall. No hesitation there on the side of YXL. And once again, Dynamite straight into the mix. You want to get in here? Now you're going to get the Bob on the point. This is what we were waiting for. But Jinmu with the triple and a quad kill for Jinmu. All the difference, the clutch play, the clutch tire in the end is going to turn it all around for the Hunters. They're on the board.
The second 3